Yeah, sir.
Welcome back to the Brawl Stars Championship.
What is good?
2025 is looking to be an exciting year
What
for
is
us all.
good?
But before that, let's recap on what happened in
What is
2025.
good?
It's been an exciting year, so buckle up, sit tight, and let us first start with the APAC region. It's been a blast.
What
for the
is
top team
good?
in APAC, as we did end up seeing the roster shake up a bit. Crazy Raccoon was the only team from APAC to win multiple monthly final championships, winning in March and July. They also had an impressive showing at World Finals, only losing to the eventual World Champions in the finals.
Yer.
This year, Milk Rio from Rival has joined Crazy Raccoon, taking Shitampo's spot. An interesting change for sure, but we'll find out if this is for better.
What is good?
And Crazy Raccoon, the kings that once were, will return to a world semi-finals.
Speaking of Shitampo, he's playing with a duo he's never played with in his entire
Yeah,
career.
exactly.
Playing for Navi last year, Levi and Suzuku will be the guys helping Shitampo in his attempt to win his second World Championship and prove to the world
That team was crazy. That Crazy Raccoon team last year.
And what better org to Simon than the org who's won 3 World Championships in Zeta Division? They are looking to be serious contenders for the top spot in East Asia. But will they be able to prevent Crazy Raccoon from being at the top? In the EMEA region, teams are more than ready to bring home the trophy for their region for the 3rd straight year. The world champions, Humble, after many weeks of contract discussions, will be retaining their roster to protect their belt. Boss, Luki, and Semantic look to be just as deadly as the previous year, where they made 4 grand final appearances. While they're only able to manage a top 4 placement of the Champions Invitational, they should still be one of the teams who could do it all again.
Moya in a present. Ah! There it is! 3 seconds! He's got it!
Yes, sir, skis.
The solo mission onto the safe with the Colette Super.
Regional rival SK Game.
I gotta see what's good with the
from their 2023 run.
stream right now. It's not working.
Yoshi, and now Ope
Oh,
have
there we
shown
go.
that they could be the dream team.
Yo, noob, what's good?
Since joining the scene. SK had a solid run last year, but from what we saw at the Champions
What's up, noob?
Invitational,
Who do you got? Who do you got?
if they managed to replicate or
Who do you think's
even
gonna win?
surpass that successful year.
Who do you think's gonna win?
South America was a pretty interesting fight to
Hey,
the
let's-
top last year, as 2 Brazilian groups were fighting for their life.
Let's go
to claim
SSG.
their
Let's go
world spot last year.
SK.
In the end, the top team
Let's
was decided by
go.
a critical blunder. Space Station's former roster, consisting of a Dino, Firecrow, and Dog, managed to come out on top in the end. Even
You think the Pioneers are gonna do good too?
last year. But their Worlds run came to an abrupt end after
Pioneers.
2 matches to Pioneers and Totem.
Pioneers.
Try as he might, Space Station as if blasting off again. And the Empire holds strong.
Called
2 talented
OG.
Brazilian players are
You
expected to
know,
make a statement going into the new year.
Cam 18.
Icecrow had a solid rookie season last year.
No, who is that?
Finals appearance in all 4 of his showings and winning a match in all but one of them. Teaming up with Cow and Wesley, there's no telling what he'll be cooking in his sophomore season.
This sophomore season.
Last
Oh
but
nah.
certainly not least,
Oh nah.
we have
Oh
the
nah.
most
Oh nah. Oh
chaotic
nah.
region last year in North America. Lots of surprises were had that started a new
Who you got?
Starting with our North American leaderboard champions, 2023 was the start of something great for Zeus and Luffy.
I need music for a short.
2 monthly final championships, as well as a top 8 finish. The hard work paid off.
Well, what music do you? Which team you support, Black Belt? I am an SSG fan, but I also want Havoc to do good too.
And we saved the best team for last. A Space Station game will
Just
make
because
its
of
return
Vegeta.
to the North America region. This time,
Which esports team? I just told you.
Contender.
What do you mean?
Bobby, Chino, and Sandy
Alright, so
will be lifting off
yeah,
together
no,
in a
you're good.
stellar journey of
It's
bringing
the
North
SSG is the one with like the
and
space
finally
station thing.
shutting up
I just like their logo, and they also got Bobby and Sands on the team this year, so
Hopefully you're all caught up
they have no
in the scene
excuses
later.
for doing
This is
bad
surely
or
gonna be an
good.
exciting year in Worlds.
Pioneers versus them. That'll actually
Can't
probably be
wait
one of the
for you
closer
all to be a
matches of the
part
day.
Best of luck to all the teams competing
Oh, I don't
this
think I
year,
ever
and
put my
looking forward to
predictions
all
on
the amazing
Supercell.
matches we'll see this
Oh,
year.
oh,
This is Trav, signing off.
Oh no, is it too late to do that now? I don't know. Oh no. I don't think I ever did. Wait, I gotta go put my predictions up real quick. Crap.
We're back
Put the volume on.
Another year in the Brawl Stars Championship.
You.
Teams from around the world will fight for a chance of becoming the Brawl Stars World Champions and their share of the $2 million prize.
I think the favorite is probably SSG because they're moving to our region.
Format, there's no telling what might happen this year.
There's a lot of buzz around it.
This time, a new beginning start here.
Oh, I already hit 1,000 on the challenge. I forgot. That's why I didn't.
Legends will rise.
That's why I didn't predict anything.
Will be crowned. Who will take home the glory of it all? Their story starts right here. Let's get ready to brawl.
Let me do. Oh yeah, let me predict now. Before this closes. Alright, I think SKC. Yo, shut up. I think SKC will probably win. Space Station Gaming or Pioneer. See, I feel like SSG should win, but I don't know. They've been rocky. Elevate probably will be Chronic Gaming. Havoc or Kodoji. Kodoji's probably gonna win, but I'm gonna vote on Havoc anyways for the upset. Space Station versus SKC. I feel like SKC is probably gonna beat Space Station, so I'm gonna vote SKC. Elevate versus Havoc. If it comes down to that, I think Elevate will win. SKC versus Elevate. I think SSG is end up taking it off. To be honest, so there's my predictions on this. Who are you guys voting for? Kodoji. 2 votes for Kodoji. Wow. I didn't think they were that popular, to be honest.
Here's our bracket, starting off with the quarterfinal. We've got our first 4 matches all set, and
this will be interesting.
With Tribe Gaming. Good to see him in the saddle, and against a bit of a new blood team here. Can he take me through it?
Yeah, it's a new gen team,
It's
SKC.
an interesting one, and like Uber mentioned, just to break it down for folks that were with us last year, just jumping in on the action, a lot of these players
What's up, Presto?
have all been kind of mixed up. So this Tribe
What's good, bro?
was the number
Who you got, bro?
from
Who you
North
got?
America last year. They pick up this crew and put their belief in them, and I don't blame them for it. They were
I could
excellent
see
last year, had a
SKC
strong
taking
performance
the
at
entire
World, but I will
tournament.
say, SKC are a pretty strong team. I think they got a little fight in them.
Yeah.
I mean, look, I have to agree. The Pioneer Space Station Gaming matchup on face looks very, very good. We're set for incredible...
Pioneers versus Space Station Gaming, closest match of the day.
It's going to be confusing for fans of NA in the past who've seen all these names together on different rosters now, just trying to keep track of everything.
So you're saying whoever wins that game, Presto, you're saying that whoever wins the Tribe and SK game could potentially take it. I mean, I'm kind of in the boat where, like, I'm an SSG fan, but I have a feeling SKC is going to win. But I want OG because I played them in ranked against. Fair.
Nothing like the
I want Havoc to do well.
temper the steel, really forge these teams, and if you're looking for some
because Havoc's got Vegeta on it, he's always been good and nice to me, so I can't complain. I could care less about Elevate.
A lot of great players on this team.
Elevate's just a cash like cow.
Yeah, look, I mean,
they just pay people.
Look, in any other region, I might call it a super team, right? Because it is like a mix of players from different rosters in the past that come together. Can't say it in NA because there are some teams that on paper honestly look even stronger.
I feel like Juan and Zar is not gonna they're not gonna mesh.
On that tribe,
right? Like,
Juan Carlos,
you know what I mean?
Made a name for himself at Wells, if you didn't already know, of course, but from that space station team. And Zar was such
yeah, he made a name for himself. What's up, Sean?
So
what's good?
Three of the 4 top teams, 3 of the 5, I guess, top teams at NA come together to sort of form the core of this roster. With
W, look at these. Look at these. Look at these commentators, W. First match starts in 6 minutes.
There's a super team for y'all to follow if you just want one.
No, bro.
Support all the teams and all the scene. You want to grab yourself some of the sprays that are available in
W,
the shop.
get the SSG one.
You've got them all. I think I've asked everybody. Everyone managed to pick up their sprays, Kenny.
I have. I supported my teammate Code Arc with this decision, but I also got to see kind of a sneak peek in the Brawl Talk. They showcased some of them in the background, so I'm pretty excited for the new ones as well.
They should make it so you can get more than 1,000 points for the Super Soul Challenge.
Good. They're less logo oriented now. They're like more like graffiti writing of the names, which is kind of cool. But if you do want the
Super
sprays that like
chat,
sort of have those team logos, I picked up the SK one because I'm a bit of a fanboy. Grab that one and make sure I can make use of that, of course, in game.
Free font card.
Also look great. It's nice to see a refresh of our team sprays. Even more ways to show your support.
Second best.
All right, we showed our support for which team.
Bro, I want Havoc to like.
Through to the quarterfinals. On
I want Havoc to have a show. Whoa, these picks are crazy. Really?
Across the entire board there. Uber, I'm gonna let you explain that one.
Wow, he took SSG.
So, look, I mean, I think this one could go either way. Obviously, Pioneers and SSG did play in the qualifiers, right? They played in close qualifiers, and it was a fairly decisive result there. Again, though, like there have been some scrims happening throughout the course of the week. You know, I'm hearing through the grapevine that this SSG team is looking even better. It's hard to bet against that core of Bobby and Sands with longtime friend Chino coming in. But
I know Bobby, Sands, and Chino, bro. Come on.
Yeah, they're kind of a household name. I want to point out though that most of the players on these two teams missed out on Worlds last year. Like these were teams that fell short in N8 for like the young blood, the new crop coming up in this region.
Well, that's what I'm saying. SKC and Havoc, man, they're tough. Kodo G, I don't even really know who's on Kodo G. Wow, there's a lot of votes for Kodo G.
Fuel in the tank. Let's see how the players are feeling.
Presto, who's on Kodo G? If you're still there. Like, do you got names?
My expectation is get the finals. I see the bracket and I think we are prepared
to
get into the finals, have a really good match.
Oh, nah.
And I'm really,
Shock
really
Diego,
happy
bro.
for be part of the Brawl Stars team.
Shock Diego, bro.
So, I mean, we definitely have high expectations. Like I said earlier, I think any team's beatable. And I think we're, like I said, feeling pretty confident and we're putting a lot of energy and just, like, resources into it. So,
yeah.
Algún equipo que yo le quiera ganar.
Oh, it's Zeus. Yeah, W Zeus.
Juan Carlos, Sar y
I'd like to beat Juan Carlos. There's some competition going on between our. Oh, yeah. I like the lore that these guys
Cuando acabamos una screen me dice que malos somos. O sea, no
Yo, what's up,
después de
Mister?
haberle ganado todas las screens, no ganan solo un set. Y ya dice
What's up, Sean?
que malos son o algo así.
Yeah, I don't know who's on code
I'm not good
specifically.
at trash talk, but I guess I could just say to my old team,
As Livy.
Zulon, Fade, and Tyrant, I hope you guys win as much as you can this year, as long as it's not against me.
As Livy. WWW. Okay, Tribe does have a good team. Zulan's on the Pioneers.
We definitely want to make the
Oh, there's some tough.
is basically the mid-season tournament.
There's a lot. Oh my god.
The double half of the season with double points.
There's a lot of big names on the
Worlds
team.
as the number one seed in North America.
Wow. I didn't realize
all of our players for the competition this year.
I didn't realize how spread out the rosters were. Like with so many of these big names.
Next month to make it happen. But let's talk about what the community is talking about. That's going to be over on event.brawlstars.com, where our community is watching, tuning in, and hopefully answering some of our quiz questions.
By the way, I don't know why, but
answer
I can't
enough of those right, and we'd love to feature you here on our stream or across the Brawl Stars.
Well, we got like
social media.
75% for Kodo G.
What's up? Good to see you guys.
Damn,
anyway,
bro.
let's get into our first match. I know that's what you're waiting
Yeah, let's
for.
do it. Let's do it. Come on.
Daily. We got our SK Kalalas. I got two hype guys rolling into it.
Ooh, Ducky, Rafiki, and Bella.
Brought the power that time, and Tribe Gaming.
So this is like free agents versus an actual horde. We're gonna see what happens.
We're now playing for Pioneers, and we've got Killer moving from a player on into a coach.
I'm always down, bro. I'm always down to see that.
This team is strong. I think they're
See
the
the
number
upset.
one team entering this season for a reason.
What?
They left off
Really?
last year on a strong note, winning a monthly final, going to the World
Who
Finals.
will win this
nearly
match, bro?
toppling Gracie
Come on,
Raccoon,
SKC's
which
got it.
is a little bit of a roster change up this year with one player, but historically has some of the best to ever play this game. These guys have not only proven themselves in North America, I think they've challenged some of the best at a global stage, and I think this is the year that they're looking to kind of
It's a
take
pretty good
advantage
roster.
and not just the A team.
It's a pretty
but
good
the
roster.
team.
Starting out of the top seed.
I won't lie.
Monthly finals, a great start. Let's check
It's
in
a
with
pretty
Zeus
good
and see what
roster.
he had to say heading into this.
How does it feel to be signed by one of the top?
Yo creo que yo no le he asimilado aún. Que estoy en
That I'm in Tyrant. I was a huge fan of Zula Tyrant. That's my favorite team.
Tyrant es mi equipo favorito y sigue siendo mi equipo favorito.
Now we're performing better than when it comes to our stats and positions in the roster. I'm still their big fan, and I'm trying, but I call them out of high, but yeah. Honestly, when you see like a signature, like SMN or whatever, like Bobby saying, like when they just kind of belong to that team. Yo, one of the sets you have to try to commentate it without the audio commentators. Okay, I will. Or no. It might make a good shorts. Might make a good shorts. I'll mute it up and I'll be like, I'll try to commentate, bro. Gotta bring that energy for it. Yeah, I love the tribe roster return. Yes, Olivia, Tyrant, Zulon. Yeah, I like the 4 teams a lot better.
I'll turn this over to Kenny to take it away. Thoughts on the new tribe? Thoughts?
Top 4 March, top 4 April, released by the remaining 7 plus RBM. May 1st, signed by Elevate. Yes, sir.
It's something that's still yet to be proven. I think it's circumstantial.
Yes, sir. It is circumstantial, bro. They're not that. I definitely won't clip it and put it on my shorts.
Walking into this monthly
guy.
And you can see it based on the resume there. I mean, a lot of first places last year in a region that's
what would you even title that?
Would
you just be like
harder and harder to win in Brawl Stars. The fact that these guys had some level of consistency, I think.
I know what I would call it. I would just be like, I would probably call it monthly finals.
So much, but on the flip side of it, their first opponents today, SK Kalala,
I don't know actually. Yeah, you don't know either.
To learn about these guys. What can you tell us?
Ducky.
Not a whole lot for exactly that reason.
Yes, sir.
This team definitely, looking through the competitors in this tournament, are the underdog, the less known roster.
Man's got a lot of toilet paper.
That has the benefit, obviously, of being
monthly final freestyle.
Central American base, so they can compete
2 to 3
those South American run tournaments. We talked about it yesterday in our SA show. A lot of those like fast tournaments, the weeklies, monthlies.
Interesting. Interesting.
They did manage to topple this new STMN esports.
Yeah, they did. They beat STM. That's what I'm saying. SKC they're tough.
I don't think they were even necessarily expected by many to have made their way.
They did lose to SSG though.
They actually end up winning that series quite handily. And that's that STMN esports roster maybe not as how do I put this? Well known as their previous permutation, but have some quality players and definitely have some expectations. So
I don't like the SKC. Like I don't like the whole name.
This team is definitely capable of taking sets.
It's just it's a weird name, bro.
Off some of these teams, but they're up against the number 1 team on paper in this tournament.
Yes, sir.
Tank player in North America, so I do think it's going to be.
Okay, there's a lot of glaze going on. Well, wait a minute.
Well, we've got the maps, the game modes all lined up and ready for them. And as we take a look at this, Kenny,
Force Sensei, Shooting Star, Kaboom Cannon, Gold Arm Clutch. These are good maps. These are really good maps.
I think it has to be, and honestly,
can't complain.
I feel like is one of the trickiest.
Stop the glazing, bro. Professional glazer.
Meta brawlers like Juju, Lou, Melody, some of these top brawlers.
Professional
like
glazer.
Out as well. RBM is phenomenal.
No, yeah, you're gonna see all those brawlers banned. Juju will be banned just about every game, and if it's not, I don't know what you did to do.
Deep in the bag, so you have to not only know what they're good at, but you also have to play the meta, and that's what makes them so strong, in my opinion.
Tribe always has a good draft. They do just have a good draft.
Now under Tribe Gaming. What are your expectations as you're looking at this matchup?
Yeah, I think touching back to what Kenny mentioned, there are going to be a number of opportunities.
Bro, we should be started by now. What's good with the soon thing?
Some of their comps, right?
What's chat?
Right now, we are seeing like the combination of Barry, and that intense healing with someone.
Yeah, Barry's been huge.
Terrifying levels of mobility from a tank.
Exactly.
And like the Poco Frank compositions that are also darn effective.
I mean Poco Frank. We've seen that a little less, but
being, spending time on the objective. But looking ahead into this series,
but like, yeah, I didn't see a hot zone in that. There was no hot zone, no.
Brawlers like Melody are still going to be hotly contested. Or Lou, for example.
Yeah, no, it was gem grab, bounty, heist, and knockout. I think.
Tribe are not a team that like to stack their roster, with those sharpshooters.
Unless I missed the hot zone map.
You know what I mean? On those knockout maps, something like generally want to centerpiece around RBM when they can in general.
RBM's a hit or miss.
This team fell short because I do think that they were picked apart a little bit, and kind of read into with their tendency to try and go for tanks. But right now, they're stronger than ever. Also with the gadget
I don't remember seeing a hot zone map. Yeah, I mean,
even better.
So kind of what he was saying there, the biggest thing about these big name teams like Tribe and with the Pioneers and like SSG is that they have people constantly under a microscope. So not only every mistake they make is like magnified, but they also have been studying and studying and studying and studying. So like SKC, if I was them, I would have been studying all these players on their other teams, their favorite picks, what they're known for. You have all this information and research you do. Whereas if you're a team like SKC, Tribe Gaming can only look at like their monthly qualifiers film if it's even available. Like they have nothing basically. Same with like a team like Havoc. Like Code OG's going against Havoc, they don't know anything about Havoc. They just know like their accounts and profiles. So there's a huge disadvantage being one of these big name teams.
I wouldn't call it a preparation.
So that's why I think one of these teams could do it in massive upset today.
Like one of the better teams in this region. I think they're contesting with a lot of teams really well.
The Tribe players.
Studying closely how they've been doing against some of these top teams, presumably coming into this. The Tribe.
Kind of like Elevate. Tribe is really just a money grab team at this point. Like Tribe is such an iconic, like it used to be like a content creator. Blah, blah, blah. But now they've just like they've literally thrown money out to all these people. So we'll definitely see. I feel like those teams usually don't work as well, even though they should. So like Tribe has all the talent in the world, and they should just do good. Elevate's quote unquote super team, they should do good. But we'll see what happens.
Let's talk about that. Yeah.
I have to echo that, Rachel, very quickly. Like,
by the way, I said it was going to start like 10 minutes ago. What is this? Like, Tribe signed a champion roster, Elevate, #1, and this year they still.
Yeah. The close qualifiers, the monthly qualifier rather. So they're games that can be viewed. The Tribe Gaming should really have all the spears that they need to bring this battle in order to win it out there. And yeah, like I said, if I start to see them struggling on certain maps, and
like when they side spend,
that is something that we are
and they lock,
yeah. About with them.
I don't know.
This is a world. This is an NA.
I'm curious to see what kind of roster changes happen. You know what I mean?
Doesn't involve them blitzing through this
like,
game and starting to think about whether it's Pioneers or
like I feel like the mid-season split, we could see some drops, we could see some new signs.
I'm just waiting on one player here to provide you some context at home, but I need
to
dive into that a
like
little further, Uber, because one of the things we did shout out for Tribe Gaming
could be crazy. It could be crazy, especially those big esports rosters. They usually won't make changes, but if they do, it shakes up the entire league.
What do you think he's working on for this matchup?
And then there's other like teams like Havoc who could just slip through to the monthly finals, end up just doing really good too.
Even last year, like they loosely, I think had a.
But why are they starting? What is this? Are they waiting for like? What are they waiting for?
Right now, think about what we've been seeing out of these drafts. Right, let's think about what has been prioritized. A big conversation.
Does SKC not have a webcam? What's good?
Are we banning Juju? Are we picking her first? Or are we expecting our opponents to pick her first, allowing that and developing a strategy around
That's another thing. That is literally another thing right there with the Juju meta. It's like, honestly, it's not worth picking first, so it's almost worth banning. But then, like, if you don't ban it, you want to go for the first pick, you gotta build your whole team around Juju. Or you can just gamble on them picking Juju first pick and build your whole team and counter that first pick. Juju first pick. There's a lot of, like, little mental warfare with those draft picks, especially with Juju. So I hope that Elevate would drop as Livy and KCP.
So you need to try and know what your opponent's doing. Don't just come with a cookie cutter approach to this draft phase.
Yeah, it'd be a better team, honestly, with a Livy on it. You need like 2 brawlers out of 3 to counter Juju. Yeah, I know.
Because they need to research, they need to understand tendencies of opponents and find axes upon which they can.
Yeah, he's talking about tendency of opponents. That's what I'm talking about. Like Tribe couldn't do any research on SKC.
That gets more difficult.
Exactly.
A little bit deeper for that information.
Exactly.
Insight. But again, I think this team is more than capable of doing it. They do have Sugus and Killer, who both have access.
He literally just said what I said earlier, bro. Where like if Tribe wants to research SKC, they have to dig a lot deeper than if SKC wants to
with Zeus
Tribe.
from Tribe Gaming. So let's check in a little bit further on their mentality in this matchup.
Oh, let's see what the updated votes are. Okay, so we got 20% SKC, 20% Pioneers, and 6% Koda. Wow, Koda. When a map appears that will be played during a match, I play it. Wow, it takes a lot of Spanish words just to get out that English sentence with the brawler that I'm going to use in a real match like Mortis and Heist. You're not using Mortis and Heist, what is wrong? That is something weird Zeus would do. Bro would hop on the Kenji.
imposible, sí. Tengo que dormir 12 horas, pero 12 horas. Y así intento comer
But I at least like to
no
watch the
mucho,
quarterfinals
poco
before I hop off.
para que no
We'll
me
see.
baje la energía. Y ya, eso es todo.
Damn, are they gonna wait 30 minutes
Zeus,
or what?
that's just some
Good,
generally good life advice. Eat just a little bit ahead. Don't get sleepy. 12 hours, though. I dream of getting 12 hours of sleep. You guys got your requisite 12 hours as casters, correct?
I have kids.
12 hours? What?
It felt cruel the moment it done that.
Who's sleeping 12
I'm
hours?
so sorry, man. You're right.
That's a waste of time.
No. I think I got like 6.5 or 7, so
That's
I'm
pretty
happy
good.
with that.
That's normal.
Respect that. That's a good.
I try to get 8.
Summon me
I usually get like 7 though.
But you know, we bounce back. We keep
Always got the
going.
sleeves on.
I've got great gameplay to keep me alert and awake. You know what I mean? So,
AT&T actually just sponsors Tribe. That's
That's true. You time it out in Brawl matches.
Samsung.
The time you gotta wake up.
you're crazy.
What do they get? Do they
Can't
get free
believe
phones or something?
Yeah. No, I don't know that life. I got 2 cats. They wake up at 5:30 to be fed, and you know what? They don't care if I have games on my phone or not.
You got games on your phone?
My eldest loves Brawl Stars. He's a big fan of
Eldest, bro.
with
So
me
much
while I
aura
play.
saying
Big
eldest.
fan of the Star Drops because he likes the different colors.
Star
He
Drops.
gets so excited when he gets a red or yellow one. So thanks Supercell for addicting my kid to your gacha, but no, it's fun. It's a great way.
Why are they talking about? I don't know, bro.
Hopefully, as he grows up,
I'm about to
he'll
fall
have
asleep
a
with this
game like this as
conversation
an
that's
example
going on.
to learn how to be a fantastic Brawl player. At some point, there might be some.
What are they even yapping
out here
about?
who can't sort of get into game on
Start the
time.
game,
So,
bro.
I don't
They're
know
gonna start
what
probably
the details
3:30,
are,
yeah.
but for those that are,
That makes sense.
listen to us, yap. We're just hanging out. We're talking game. Obviously, at the start of a tournament, when there's not been any gameplay yet, there's a little bit less to dig into contextually.
Bro, you're just talking about.
And I think that, I don't know about you, Kenny Rachel, but we've definitely sort of wanted to talk a little bit about the metagame right now.
At least go over the
because
other
I think
matchups while we're
At the
waiting.
start of a year,
Bro.
there's just so much, so much that is hidden away from the public.
Yeah,
A little bit
SKC
of those
definitely
that
just
aren't sort of
opted
deep in
out of the
scene, and I
webcam,
think
so
we
that
got
means they're gonna
taste
get
of
a
that
fine.
yesterday, which kind of made for some really exciting gameplay. So, fingers crossed we get some more space.
I actually just said DACA reward pay, bro.
Tribe are going to show that.
Not showing my face.
Or whether they just keep that for the more crucial matchups.
Yeah, I have to ask actually, and add on that fact.
Holy moly.
You, Kenny, with so many changes coming down the line, new brawlers, new balance changes.
Alright,
Has
let's
anyone
see.
been keeping anything in their back pocket that they're like, well, use it or lose it now. I've got this secret strat. This
Dude,
video's
just
going
start.
on.
Yeah,
Are we
everybody's
expecting
like-
to see any of that towards the end of the season?
Everybody's
I don't
getting
think
frustrated.
any of these guys are going to hold back. I think for a team like Tribe Gaming here, especially where they've got 3 maps that are almost identical to their
Stop
provincial
wasting my
semifinals,
time.
both
Yo,
of
both
these teams
Potato,
have practiced
BS, and
these
Gunner
maps
are
a
in the
ton.
chat. Oh.
There is a lot on the line, and I think for a team, especially like Tribe Gaming, there's so much depth to them in terms of the brawler pool they can get to. I think that's one of the things
This
that we
is
pointed
funny.
out earlier that makes it a little trickier with.
Oh, rest in peace, bro. Rest in
where
peace.
they're good players. I've seen the mechanics. These
Potato
guys have been
is
fire
buns,
for a
I
little bit here,
agree.
but now they're starting to really compete with some of the best here. There's no
Potato ruined
established,
YouTube.
Best brawlers,
Brawl Stars
iconic brawlers
YouTube.
for them. Whereas somebody like
Now
Arthur,
everybody
the
just
first brawler
posts
I
like
think of,
brain
which
rot
was
shorts.
phenomenal. Somebody that Uber pointed out earlier. That's the one I literally have highlighted in my Gym Fort notes right here because they play it so much, they're successful at it, and there's something perfect about when a brawler is good in the meta and also good in somebody's hands. I definitely think that's
Oh, he's got
going
Bruce.
to be pointed out for
He's got a
SKC.
Bruce.
Those are the kinds of things that these analysts, these coaches are having to look for, and just between what we said here, there's already a lot to juggle. This is just the surface.
He's got the Bruce.
I mean,
He's got the Bruce.
above and beyond through their research.
Wait, he's choking out Bruce. Why is he choking? Yo.
Well, they're gonna get a couple more minutes to go above and beyond, and we'll let Luffy hang out with the bear because we're gonna.
He's trying to offer entertainment to this dead stream.
Sorted, so we can get on into our first match. Don't go anywhere again. We'll be right back with more Brawl Stars.
He literally, bro, is trying to offer some Run 5 minutes. What is that, bro? Why is there a timer, bro? Yo, what? They gotta be joking, bro. I've been streaming for 30 minutes and we haven't even seen a game yet. What is this, bro? I'm gonna crash out. Dude, I've watched these before and there's never been this much delay. Like usually we would have started by like 3:15. Let alone the hour delay they had. I'm dropping the ball. Oh Lord. All protection team. All protection team. All protection team. All protection team. Oh, I know Kiva's doing his. Let me click on him real quick.
Yeah, leave your team.
SKC. Gotta support the boys. Who's this kid he's got in the background?
Who's Khalid? You're gonna play with the viewers.
He is a viewer. He was in chat.
Yeah, but it's gotta be like random. Last second, it's start getting pissed.
Okay, 1-on-1
This is awkward.
Fight me out.
Yo, Kiva's got Huddy added. Great.
Add me, bro. Just add my Supercell ID. Safe Crumples. SAFE Crumples. Alright, chat. Join up. Join up. Taking a break. We can play like one or two games.
Yo, Sean, you're in here, bro? This is weird.
Dude, this guy's actually crazy good.
My thing was empty.
Hey, bro.
Chat, add Crumples if you wanna.
What's good, Jay?
He's accepting friendly quests right now. This is his ID. This is his ID.
Soft, safe,
press that
crumple.
donate button.
Yes, sir.
Wait, I want to send a friend request to this guy.
Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Play some brawls.
I was in here before you were streaming. Okay. Alright, relax. Wait, I want to send a friend invites to safe crumples. Let me send one to safe.
Yeah, Loki, the music is Loki bang.
Bro.
Potato BS class.
You got timed out on the esports channel.
Really?
It's because you tried promoting. You tried self-promo.
Oh, come on.
It says he's not accepting, bro. I am.
Bro, what?
You gotta go to the Supercell ID.
L ego chat.
Bro, I didn't do that.
All player is currently not accepting new friend request. His inbox is probably full.
First donation of the day is crazy. Thank you, bro, with the $2.
Long.
What's up, man? We're watching esports, bro.
We're watching esports. I guess you're watching esports.
The spectators disabled for monthlies or scrims.
Really? How do they? Are they like set up in like a match arena type? Do they get set the party link?
They must. It's like that alert that pops up on their screen.
Yeah.
You mean it's like that? Yes, bro.
I've just seen it before.
Yes, it's like a match arena. His viewers are mostly 10-year-olds. I know.
Watch this dodge. Watch this dodge.
Furball's low-key overrated.
Bro said like a matcherino. Dude. This is great. Bro said like Matcherino. Dude hasn't played MQ before. Cryy face.
It's on pause right now. I don't know what's happening.
Yo, Crumples, can you help? Dude,
can you turn on friend request, bro?
You can't add me, bro. Right, I am accepting.
Yo, he's accepting right now.
Okay, how do I make sure I'm accepting? Because I got
it. With the $5. Thank you. Hi.
We're gonna go back over in a second.
Block friend request off. Like, y'all, I'm literally.
Yo, chat, it is on, bro.
I'm me. I'm me.
Oh, I don't know. Oh, this is his ID. I think it's on, chat. I think y'all just
receive new friend requests on, bro.
Yeah,
y'all are just bad.
To add me is $50.
Y'all are just bad.
To add me $50. $50.
No man, bro, he has a club. Why would he check your club?
Should I send him? Should I send him Viddy? Should I send him Viddy?
They might be in draft.
Wouldn't they show that? They would show the draft. We play one more.
Okay, let's play one more.
Should I send him Viddy?
It is a watch party, gaming wizard cat. They're on a.
They're on a break, bro. They've been yapping for 30 freaking minutes, bro. They've been.
Bilal needed a lunch break because we just started.
Yeah.
No, I know. I was joking.
Dude, it's been 30 minutes. It's insane.
I ain't sending no $50 to you. You got me there. Just for him to unadd me next week. It's crazy. You down to play later to help me finish my burn push? Why do people always ask, like, why do they always ask, yo, bro, are you down to help me push this brawler, like, later? It's like, do I promise this guy to push that brawler? Probably
Nice
not.
on Ollie.
Bro.
Good boy. Good boy.
What?
They only showing Ducky, bro. Ducky doesn't look happy though.
I think he's just chilling. Trying to keep the heart rate low.
Nervous.
Alright, wait.
Oh,
Wait, where the real
Fans'
speed?
picks don't work the way
Oh,
you expect
yeah.
them to.
Oh,
If
yeah,
the
we're
coach
back in.
gets involved and goes, hey, Juju's open, or we can get a melody here.
Yeah.
We can pivot into some kind of gust combination where we get a shield or something like that. So there's an
They
element
haven't
of prep
started
and there's
quite
an
yet.
element of
Wait,
overall
Stabby Duck's
agility.
doing one too? No way. Ah! Why the advertisement, bro?
People are saying below trying to dodge.
Yes, sir, Ducky!
Trying to what? Oh, trying to dodge? Like, he's just, like, where's he at? That's what we're saying.
Sure. Oh, he's streaming on Twitch. He won't see the YouTube things. He won't see the YouTube thing. Alright, wait, they're doing a thing. Let me go back.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know this, like you're SK Kalalas, like you're gonna walk into this game like,
Come on.
okay, what have they got in store for us here? Gem Fort is obviously a map where you can make extensive use of those side lanes because you can get brawlers all the way down
Obviously.
and
But
try
of
and
course.
wrap around. We often, as a
But of
result,
course.
start to see the map split. Sort of.
Oh, wait,
right, as
they're
opposed to
banning.
the
Alright, wait,
sometimes
we're in.
teams
We're in.
fall
We're in.
overload one portion.
Walk in.
That can create an interesting scenario as well.
Okay, we're in.
I think that's
Lock
definitely
in.
gonna give us an idea of how we should be going forward. I think it's been talked
Alright,
about,
so we
but
have the
with
Max, the
already
Stu, the
taken
Buzz
away,
Band,
it's
the
been
Lou,
like
Stu,
5 more or
Janet.
less. Stu taken
I'm gonna
down,
mute this
obviously
guy for a little
hyper
bit.
global, and we know that Janet is really powerful right now, so no shock there.
Alright,
to see her.
so first
And
up,
Lou, of course,
first pick goes
pretty
to
popular here, just
good
to
old
control
Tribe
the
Gaming.
center part of the map.
Yeah, I talked about it a little bit earlier, but of the regions, Buzz has shown up quite a bit whenever it's involved.
I like
in
the
Tribe
Lou
Gaming
band. I like the
roster.
Stu
I am a
band.
little surprised it's them banning it.
Janet
Might be
is
something
pretty
that they
strong here
know
too.
that deep
Oh
down
my
there's
gosh,
certain
they're
play rates
they're
and all
starting
that
with a
jazz.
counter.
This guy's shown up maybe even more than I thought he was.
Wait,
So
how's
as
the
your first
narrator feel
overall
about
pick,
that?
this is something very frequent for these guys. This is kind of their default safe pick,
Really?
if you will, on that 2-3 turn or that first overall. It's very good at preventing aggressive brawlers.
Yeah, but I
Obviously,
feel like you
Surge
can just
at that
get
tier 1 weak,
you
but
can just
as
get
he progresses
outdrafted
up
though.
through his stages, once it's 2, 3, 4, he can dive on people.
No, I don't
he can
care.
defend
SK1.
against these really aggro
SK1.
brawlers. So
Yeah,
I think it's a very
SK1.
safe selection
SK1, they
first
have the
overall, but
control.
SKC,
They
with
have
a
the
Sandy and
control
a Barry
comp,
on
bro.
the
They
other
won.
end, now they can set themselves up for
They won, bro.
potentially a thrower for those indestructible walls.
He is good, but you don't.
Power
Yeah, no.
hero of their
No,
choice later
Sandy,
on.
Barry, perfect pick. They're going for a control heals comp. There's not much that Tribe can do here. Let's see what they're doing.
Play in the
It's
middle of the
GG's,
map.
bro.
Be here around the gem well, and we don't want to have to wait.
I feel like they have to
We
go
want
for
to claim
assassins
it,
now.
and then we want to
Aggressive.
control
They
it.
have.
The hypercharge for Barry is
So
incredible.
this is smart
Good
by
coverage, great
SK.
healing, and of course
'Cause
that Sandy super now as well, giving a speed boost with the hyper.
oh, yep. So Ash is a smart pick.
Here's Ash.
And now they have to try and balance it out.
We have a very strong
Okay, wait.
side
Am I?
so
Okay, wait.
Wait,
Wait, it's getting out of hand. Wait, it might be cooked. I just realized what was going on. Took me a second. Alright, because if SK wants to go aggressive, they just have the Surge counter already put in place. They went for control 2 picks, and Ash is countering their control picks there, so they're just going to tear it apart. I feel like maybe... What's he going to say? I was going to say a Tara, but Amber is okay too.
Honest, they don't quite have that yet, and the Amber comes in to really light up the map.
And now on this other team, you need like a Buster type pick, right? Like you needed some sort of tank, basically. You can't go full control
I'm
here.
afraid of picking this Ash. I would say just generally, it's going to
Sup,
take a lot
noob?
of determinant
Welcome.
from this pick, especially on this map. It's something they frequently go to as one of their strongest brawlers already. And
I don't even know what the
today's
SK
day and
could
age, with this
pick here.
hypercharge out, I think he's one of the better tanks in the
Weak
game.
on,
So
yeah,
it's
that's
a good
probably a
shout
good pick.
regardless. I think they needed, like you said, a little range. And the thing I was kind of looking for too, they've got a couple good control brawlers, but real no damage.
Yeah, no, this is good.
Sandy is great at getting a stun, playing that defensive side of things, but not necessarily going to be some top frag for your team. Same can be said for Barry. So I don't know if
feel
this
like
right side has
draft-wise,
I don't think this is going to be an everyday composition, but
Tribe probably
I almost
won.
think it was necessary to grab some DPS for them.
Make me YouTube admin / mod.
Comp's basically locked in here, and
bro, it's earned through like it's earned through live streams, bro.
Is pretty impressive.
It doesn't translate over.
Be a little bit harder to
the Discord and
here,
YouTube are separate.
But I do think, like, you know, Zeus on the Amber is going to be quite powerful, and the Rico, like you sort of mentioned, lets you just kind of dominate.
So if I did it that way, then I would have to give everybody a mod who's in Discord. That just doesn't make sense.
And RBM shrugs that one off pretty quickly.
Yeah, Tribe's about to just rail. Holy moly.
So far, so good for Tribe. Zeus will narrowly survive. 174 HP is what it's going to take. Luffy can expand now on this right-hand side. That's a great matchup into Surge as well.
Surge is going to hang out in the right lane, basically. Like, Surge is going to hang out in the right lane. He's going to be taking down that Barry, that Sandy. Barry, oh my god, double kill. Jesus. Yeah, no, it's over, bro. It's already over. They lost control in their control composition. They needed this. They needed it really bad. Zeus is going to hold down middle while the other two apply pressures in the other two lanes. You have Ash going. I mean, Ash is going to get hypercharge, not needed at that point. Sandy's super wasted. At this point, basically wraps GG's, bro. Like, damn, it was just a wipe.
Rafiki want to come forward, does have a hypercharge, but really that's much better defensively or to use to control this space that Tribe don't really need.
Bro, rest in peace, Rafiki, bro.
RBM sees Bilal. He goes for a multiple.
Rafiki's my boy. Unfortunate.
And that's that. First round cleanly taken by Tribe.
That's what you expect of
Rafiki, my boy.
I think
Unfortunate.
a good team too, like I mentioned. I really don't didn't get here by accident.
Yeah, Rafiki and Bilal are pretty good players. I respect a lot, but
SSG beat STM in the esports, very established teams, and some players.
Then again, you have the experience of Tribe just sitting on the other side right now.
It's
ridiculous.
Or what it was. I do think Tribe probably have draft here.
Yeah, I mean,
but nonetheless,
oh my god, bro! Like, look at this. Liz, an early kill on Rico. What can you do? Now, the control, Sandy has the entire right lane to himself, and he's got to control that, but he's also fighting a Surge who outranges him, does a decent amount of damage, and he's got that special on top of everything else. Rico's going to end up getting a kill there. He might go for the Amber kill as well. He's going to pressure in. They're going to pinch Amber here. They're going to get the gems from Amber, and now they're going to be able to return back to their control position, which is pretty good. I don't know why we're getting lag here. That's on their broadcast, not me.
And will allow SK Kalalas to see this Ash coming, but Tribe have a lot of damage, and you know, SK Kalalas are playing a pretty dangerous game.
So the broadcast is lagging. Nice, bro!
Make sure that all of these Rico shots are hitting, so they can keep the tanky lineup of Tribe honest.
Right when it was getting good.
Controls everything on this map too. I mean, you can see the sides of the walls there that are indestructible. Some of them are not, but all of those L-shaped walls are not going to get broken down in this. There's no wall.
Right when it was getting good, bro.
Take over control in the middle of the map. It's going to be really difficult to reach.
Oh look, we get to watch it from this guy's iPad.
Surge jump. At least he can get a dive in or put a little pressure on somebody that's just hugging a wall.
Nah, they don't want to see. You know what it is? They don't want to see Tribe doing bad, bro. Supercell's trolling.
Okay, so.
They don't want to see Tribe do that, so they just cooked everything.
And that we have a result. Now, as to what that result is,
bro,
because if you joined us yesterday, you'll know that we basically have become slideshow commentators in some of these situations. To bear with us now, we'll keep you well apprised as we can of the set and map.
Yo, that's crazy.
But it looks like that was an SK Kalalas
of course, the one round SK takes that happens, right?
Yeah, it is the control boost comp. I mean, ultimately, that's a big part of this, and I think that's such a
surface
level thing to say.
1-1 set point.
Especially with the mechanics that these guys have.
Oh wait, no, that was the
really
play.
difficult
I'm so
to
confused.
overtake.
What is going on?
So, going to be 1-1 overall. We are
1-1
into a game 3. We'll shortly await and see what goes down there.
Again, I think
so it's 1-1. I mean, this could go to anybody now. Let's see. Wait, all right. So Zeus already has 6 gems. Wait, is this a game or a replay?
Rampant in your backline, it's pretty scary. Ducky does at least get the sandstorm down, and RBM.
Oh, okay, this is actual game. So
it's a big lead for Tribe already to have.
Now Tribe is already back with the gems. They had great control there, but now the control is going to switch to SK here. If they lose this control even once, it is game over. They have the Ash going behind they're behind their lines here. Amber coming up through center mid, and Surge as well through the mid. It's going to probably crash in that right lane as they're all just going to the right side. I think SK, it's wraps for them.
I mean,
It was a good showing, but there's not much they can do when the Ash comes in on them. The Barry's going to need a lot of heals here for Ducky, but he's not healing Ducky. He's trying to take out the Ash all by himself. He gets down and gets the Ash, but what did it accomplish? Ultimately, it didn't accomplish too much. The Rico does have a special. He can come and utilize, but there's no time left on the clock. He's going to drop. Barry wasn't really healing the way he should have there, that's for sure.
That's what we expect out of them. I mean, the expectations are even higher this year than it was for them last year. They've been signed by a gigantic org in North America. They are the guys to beat right now. SKC obviously contending a little bit there. I kind of
nah, Tribe is not winning.
Back and forth. It wasn't my favorite
next
draft.
round.
I think it was 3 really good brawlers, but sometimes
okay.
you got to have a little synergy going along. I like
that was not a good showing for them. Not a good showing at all. They could probably drop around here.
You can see it. Well, we didn't see, but you can see in your mind.
You gotta think SKC is basically like bottom seed, or I guess Havoc is.
Impressive once they get some of those supers online. Right? In theory, you dominate one of those side lanes, you know, with the Rico, and you dominate the middle part of the map with the Sandy.
Yeah, I mean, like
charges is obviously plenty, and then the whole while you keep your team really healed up. But I do feel that you might prefer.
I feel like the Barry just played too aggressive.
The Sandy to be the centerpiece of this composition. If you're going to, you know, use them in such a way,
the Sandy's just getting outranged and outdamaged, out health.
Maybe if the Sandy is a different tank, for example, then all of a sudden, you know, you're getting a little bit more value out of that Barry heal. It's a little bit harder to shift them off.
I feel like a Daryl would have just been better than Sandy. I don't know.
Sandy supers down in order to be as oppressive as that comp wants to be.
Yeah, unfortunately, we didn't get to see too much of that second game there, where SK Kalalas did manage to pick up a game win.
Yeah, what is that, bro?
You talked a little bit about how that composition did
surprise. That's not okay, bro.
Stuff out with
That's
there.
not
I
okay.
want to get your reaction to kind of, you know, before and after for that matchup and what your thoughts are.
I mean, that was kind of my expectation, to be honest with you. I think the composition that we saw them draft favored Tribe. Again, to point out what Uber was saying, I like the well-roundedness.
Pretty confused about.
Sometimes I feel like pro players
they lost.
In picking the good brawlers, the brawlers that are open.
A
great brawler in the map. Rico could be really good. Barry doesn't necessarily synergize them as well. I think they're not bringing the best out of all of those brawlers. And
no, Barry wasn't the issue. Well, he was the way he was played.
Calculated approach, and honestly, credit to SKC. They still ended up winning a game, and I really didn't think that would necessarily be an easy one for them to win. So they still made that set 2-1 nonetheless. I don't think they're out of this by any means.
I will say that, like, that's a pretty challenging sort of lineup to draft. I think, like, people were able to take the last pick and, you know, find a brawler that's especially good at canvassing, like, a wide area. You scout pretty well as that Ember if you want to. So if they're playing sort of for a worst case scenario, we're like, oh, okay, there's a sandstorm in the way. Like, how do we put pressure down on these guys? How do we damage them? Amber is pretty good at doing that. But we're going to move on. Center stage now. It's time for Brawl Ball. So a little bit of a different approach, but those brawlers like Surge, still expect to see them be very powerful. Sandy's also quite viable here. Brawlers that have some form of CC, or invulnerability, or mobility,
my laptop
valued. And both teams have banned the Juju out here. Neither really wants to deal
From
with
what
it.
I know
about
SK,
super interesting. She definitely
from what I know about SK,
and definitely like has a lot of fantastic.
From what I know about SKC, they will win Brawl Ball. They get a decent draft. They're pretty experienced in Brawl Ball. I have confidence that if they're going to take one, it would probably be this one right here. This one right here. Let's see what the first pick is. We have Juju, Jackie, Vita Ban, and then a Lou, Juju, Easy Ban. Surge again for the first pick. Wow.
Surge is who I thought they were going to go with. This is something they've frequently done, like I said, whether it's Jim Fort.
From here, now you have to go for another safe Brawl Ball pick.
Surge is kind of the dynamic playmaker they're looking
I'm curious to see what they end up doing.
It's also removing a piece of the equation that could
SKC deciding not to do the webcam is interesting.
They've had some real
They're going to eat the fine. They're going to go Sandy for first pick. Yeah, interesting.
But they also take out Jackie and Nita, which are a couple
of Sue, that's good pick. Good pick.
That's why they end up banning those.
It's a great pick.
Okay, so once again, Sandy, gets picked up here. You have these relatively shorter range brawlers, but it's so good to have.
It is shorter range, but it's also center stage, so the map's good.
Uncontested, that gives you a pretty big edge. Of course, you know, Sandy in a pinch can give a speed boost as well, you know, under the right circumstances. But yeah, you know, Surge and Sandy.
Dude, I think like
teams are kind of showing us a real preference.
If they don't have any tank counters other than Surge, as a last pick, I think we go Barry. What?
Barry here. Great to have a thrower on these Brawl Ball maps. Usually mix one in there. The fact that, you know, Barry does put some pressure down.
You thought it was the same draft, yeah. Bro, what?
Tribe really want to save
Barry
you know, for as long as they can, but they are going to have to
against
give
a Stu and a Sandy. I don't know.
I'm expecting
They got to pick a
something
tank.
tankier,
They have to.
but we'll have to wait and see.
Yeah.
Ash on my mind for sure here.
Ash would be.
Favorites, and like I said, they could pull something crazy out of the bag. I think
Oh
Ash
yeah,
is
Ash.
actually
Yeah,
going to be in their
alright, that
equation
makes
as
sense.
well.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, it's something they also
Yeah.
done a lot. It's not just a them thing either. In North America,
Yeah.
with this brawler a good.
That's
yeah,
a pretty
Ash is a
strong.
favorite.
I don't. You need a tank. You need a tank if you're SK right now. You need a tank and you need it now. You need a good one. You need a great one. I think you could go. El Primo's not bad. It might seem weird, but it's also not bad.
North America loves to bring out the El Primo. They love a little flash, a little pizzazz.
No, you might. Yes, El Primo.
All right, obviously El Primo's very good at opening up the map. His super.
Yeah, I mean El Primo's gonna be really nice for them. Whereas like the Ash is gonna do tougher in open space, where the El Primo can just open it up for the Stu and the Sandy, and then the Barry also will not do good in open space, as well as the Surge. So as long as Surge doesn't get the max upgrade and they open up the map, the game could be potentially there.
Tribe Gaming have locked the exact same composition, almost, with the exception, of course, of that Amber
Yeah.
sort of being here. So they definitely really want to.
Yeah, so we're hopping in here. We have the Stu going down the right side, already doing damage. They're all going to stack the left side. El Primo's going to get in here and get an early kill down as well. He's going to go for the Ash. He can probably back off here and bring down the ball. The Stu's going to go in for the easy little shot. Stu misses the shot. Oh my god, that could cost him. And Rafiki finishes it off. Holy moly. Almost, yeah, wow. Almost missed it there. That was a little oopsie. That showed the inexperience there from Ducky. But Rafiki and Bilal are my boys, of course. They're going to go and they're going to wipe the Surge again. Looks like they got a little out-drafted here just a little bit. But they're going to get the ball up here, and that should be a... They saved it. Wow. Impressive save there. The Ash is just going to be in shambles here as the El Primo is going to finish the Ash off, hopefully. Holy moly, that they wasted a get. Oh, whoa, Rafiki, what are we doing? Calm down, Rafiki, calm down. Hypercharge Stu coming out, no ping is going to be disgusting. He's causing an absolute muckabout as the Barry Hypercharge goes down. Surge also has his Hypercharge. Ash is going to fall on the left side. Surge is going to bring the ball up with Zeus. Zeus is going to heal him up as they just hold mid-position here, waiting for their tank to come back. Stu's going to break in and try to make a play on the Surge, but the Surge is going to back up, and Zeus is also going to probably go down here. Zeus gets followed down here as El Primo comes in for the finish. Can he finish it here? No, he cannot. He drops down. Ash is going to stay alive in the bottom of the bush as Ducky is going to look to try and convert something here, as Sandy is going to be coming down through the bush as well. Barry's going to continue to heal up his teammates, and right now they're at a good stalemate. There's a lot of good action going on. Holy moly. This El Primo is actually turning out to be a really good pick, as he's able just to tank and walk up on everybody. He's going to get almost tackled. He gets down from the Barry. The Sandy's going to pop the Hyper. Ducky's going to get in there with a Stu, and that's going to be an early score for SKC. Bro, I told you, bro. I told you they weren't losing Brawl Ball. I told you they weren't losing Brawl Ball.
Honestly, like the amount of
bro, come on.
Capacity they have with their gadgets to be disruptive, it is not easy.
Come on, bro. Whoever doubted SKC, bro. I told you, Brawl Ball, they were going to bring it back. Dude, if they win this next set, that's going to be a 1-1 on the board. No one would have ever expected Tribe to drop around SKC other than me, bro, I swear. Alright, right now they're going to play it a little bit more passive here. Tribe is going to just sit back with the Barry heals, trying to zone off the left and right side of the bushes here. Trying to decide and charge up those supers when they want to go here. Rafiki's going to make a move. Rafiki's going to lose too much health. He's probably going to die here. He's going to try to get some value before he drops, but he drops, and now his team is about to drop as well. Zeus pulls up with the Barry special. Surge is going to go up, and Surge is now pushing up solo on the Stu, and he's trying to keep control, but he can't. El Primo's back up. Gets down the Stu. El Primo's in the middle here. El Primo's just tanking plenty of shots. A lot of health to say. I mean, honestly, he's kind of just a better flank in my opinion. Very mobile. Able to break walls open. Do everything he can possible. Okay, Ash is going to work at getting that damage up so he can go potentially left side here. He's going to go and crash down. It looks like Stu's going to get dropped. Barry's going to go for the quick heals on the Surge. The Surge is going to bring the ball up. Ash is going to keep the pressure in the middle. Almost get a conversion there. The Surge is going to go in, but the El Primo's going to use the special to counter his special. And then Stu comes in to wipe up the rest of the mess. And now they're going to be on the counter attack here once everybody is back up. They're going to still get rid of Zeus. Gets rid of Zeus. Be cleaned up. Hypercharge coming from the Sandy. Hypercharge coming from the Ash. We're going to see a fight here. Okay, Hypercharge Stu just to get out and come back in. Holy moly, those heals are ridiculous, by the way. This is going to be a score by SK. Nice and easy. Wow.
Rafiki is playing out of his mind. The defense
freestyling on the
coming
call
out
out.
of El Primo has been a huge instigator for why they've been able to stop goals that should have gone in and score ones on the other end.
Okay, so Stu. Okay, El Primo goes in with the super. Oh my gosh. Barry's going to try to heal, but misses the heal. He's going to heal himself up in the RBM. Luffy has full HP, going to be looking at putting the pressure back on as Sandy's going to try and clash on the left side. Right now, Stu and Sandy are just playing control while the El Primo gets back up. El Primo's their aggressor, whereas Tribe has Ash as their aggressor. It's whoever can aggress up first, and the other two can maintain control and their health. So right now, RBM is going to make that push. El Primo is pushing back Surge, not giving him space. RBM is pushed right into enemy territory. He's going to clear one. He might go and clear two. El Primo goes down. And now Ducky is going to try and salvage it, but they're going to get it. Tribe Gaming in the last 9 seconds to get a score. Wow. Impressive little push there. So far it's 1-1. It's going to go to OT, and we're going to have a close match here. As I say that, the El Primo's just about down. It's over here with the Barry, and they're going to get another conversion just about. El Primo's going to have to go and save it, but he dies, and they get it. Wow, Tribe Gaming takes the set in the last 20 seconds of the game. Unreal. Now it's going to be 1-1 on the set match point. This is the closest it's been so far in the series, and we're going to see what happens here in the next round. This is getting really exciting.
The respawn time in Brawl Stars is short, but man, it is not short enough.
It feels so long, that respawn time. This is the match to decide the set here. This would keep SK essentially in the game if they win this here. They're going to be looking at taking this. Everything is basically on the line here. Rafiki, Ducky, and Bilal against one of the best rosters in NA, and they're 1-1, needing this set to stay alive. So far, they're playing a little bit passive here. Luffy's trying to make space on the left side and go up and aggress, keep the El Primo back from aggressive. El Primo wants to aggress on that left or right lane whenever he gets a chance. Stu is looking for that super, looking to do some damage, looking to take out that Ash. The Ash is on fire here, and Sandy is low HP as well as El Primo versus the Barry. Now the Surge on top of him and takes him out. It's not looking good. Tribe Gaming's gonna get their goal. Oh man, this is unfortunate. Strong showing from SKC, but now it's falling apart. They're going to super the middle. Tribe Gaming looking to just control their side of the goal here. Making sure nothing can come through. A wasted super there. Not a whole lot. Rafiki does get through off it though. Rafiki's going to take a hypercharge to the space. He's going to do a super in the middle, not taking anybody down. And now it's Sandy and Stu by themselves. And now they have the whole world coming at them. Barry's going to go for the super. Ash is basically in enemy territory with full. Bro, he's got all his aggressive. Whatever the captain thinks. He's going to get a goal here. This is an easy finish. Wow, he doesn't get the goal. Oh, yeah, no, he does. Yeah, he was trolling. Damn, alright, GG's. Damn it. Damn it.
Another close one. A 2-1.
Really wanted it there.
SKC are showing their teeth a little bit. Again, I think this team has a lot of talent. This time the draft came through much better. I
no! Yeah, he was trolling. He was trolling. I know.
They're certainly going to have to pull off the impossible sweep against the #1 seed. Be something
so now they're down. Like, I think they just get 3-0 here, to be honest.
Contributing there. Ducky on the other end did have the kills. Rafiki maybe not as much, but I still think they played that set rather well, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I'm happy with it, and I think the composition was good.
No, they played it really well.
Excuse me, was really good. But if they get forced into situations,
they played really well.
End up using those gadgets in ways that don't advance their game plan, like they're using it just to stay alive, for example, or just to...
You know, they were kind of surviving it a lot of times, and I think that's just what the comp of Tribe was meant to do. They were meant to disrupt it and get them low HP. But man, it really fell apart a few times. I'm the only one in the stream. I know.
Someone who's really susceptible to surge and can honestly just get burst down by them awfully quick.
Yeah.
The idea, I think the composition.
But like, if I do a tournament, I'll get like 100 people, and if I do a like playing in friendlies, I'll get a bunch of people. But I just can't be asked to play in friendlies all day, to be honest. It's gonna go down to Shooting Star here. It's gonna go to Bounty. I have a feeling Tribe's gonna dominate the Bounty, but I could be wrong.
On top of the positioning, on top of the kills.
Shooting Star is such a good map. I can imagine an RT will come out here, and Angela will come out here. some of those long-range sharpshooters
so
who are very
trouble,
versatile.
honestly, Uber. I think there's so much to keep track of, and I think that's why it kind of makes that El Primo job harder, right?
Still got those papers to put. Yes, sir.
Nail his supers. It's a good blend of just game awareness, to be honest with you.
Got
Yeah,
one.
it's a really unique game type. Also,
If you need to, it's okay to
actually.
answer.
It looks like, you know,
I probably will after a little bit.
more often than
I
not,
wanted
we
to
get
at least
killed,
watch
but
the
there is
first
some
round.
nuance here. Controlling the blue star at the start of the round, and you know,
I want to try
setting up
to.
the
I
game
mean,
as,
by like
you know,
by
who's the
6, I
attacking team,
definitely need to just
quote-unquote,
like
and the
stop or whatever.
defensive
But
is really important, because there are some
until then, I'll
compositions,
play it. I'll
especially
play it
in games
as it
like this
go. You
one,
know.
where you're favored being the defender, like you're favored when the enemy has to come to you.
Yeah, I feel that. Feel that. Feel that. Just not Kivu though. Don't go over to Kivu. Don't go over in the daycare. That's silly. Silly behavior over there. Gotta start boycotting that man. His fan base is getting wild. Who let him cook, bro? Who let him cook? Okay, so they do ban the RT, the Angelo, and the Piper, as well as a Gus, Bella, and Byron. These are all the strong picks in here. They're gonna take a Genie pick. Oh my god. Okay, wait. Wait. It's getting real. It's getting real. They take the Genie pick. Bilal is actually really good on Genie too, so this is very interesting. He's making sure he gets a comfortable baller as well as, let's see,
In terms of the brawler pool,
the composition. Genie is a very good first pick though.
news for SKC. Shooting star, like you mentioned,
Try might go
that's
unorthodox
strategy.
here.
There's a lot that goes into the thought process, and honestly, a great
I'll go on the
breakdown of
official
that
stream.
attack
W.
and defense kind of mindset, 'cause it's true. Especially at a
www.
professional level, they're not going to be nearly as gung-ho as, say, some of your last
Alright, let's see what they
teammates.
pick here.
These guys are very calculated with
Okay, they take a
every move
Lola.
they
This is
make,
interesting.
and
What are the
it goes
commentators
a
say about
long
this?
distance every single time. So having that star lead does change up entirely team strategies. Lola, an interesting one here. One
Yeah.
that
What do you think about
don't see
Lola?
too often, and I don't think I hate it, simply because there's so many of these sharpshooters already removed. We have no RT. No
That is true.
Angelo,
There is
no
no good
Piper,
sharpshooters.
no Bell, no
There's
Birdie,
Brock
no
on the
Gus. I mean,
table.
there's a very
Excuse
clear
me? Is somebody
direction
gonna
where
play
those fans were
Brock?
headed, and honestly,
Okay,
I think
Mandy
that
gets
is
tagged up.
Mandy,
That's
Nani,
fine.
kind of the only two
Yeah.
sharpshooters that
Nani and
truly
Brock.
frequently left.
Nani
I
and
think people
Brock.
were expecting a Gene Max composition.
Nani and Brock.
So they are trying to.
Oh, 8-Bit's on too. I don't know. 8-Bit is kind of hard to top. Because he's so slow.
An ego out, right? You can really just canvas one.
Carl's smart. Wow, so we're going like
a longer range Meg in terms of how you can control
wow.
that threat of getting burst down. Carl here gets picked up for SK Kalala. So not only do they have a strategy to bring Tribe to them in the Magic Hand, they have a strategy to bring the fight to Tribe. With
yeah, Max. I was about to say they were gonna pick
Max.
Max.
There's the Max. So Gene Max
That makes
Carl,
the most sense.
very straightforward comp that really wants to use that burst of speed to close the gap and to clobber Tribe.
What are Tribe gonna pick then?
Great read out of you. I think when we see Gene,
They need some sort of defensive capabilities here to counter that Genie pull.
Where they're gonna go. I think Carl to go with this.
Bro, I say you whip out a Buster.
Ego, and also for that blue star, they're gonna get a free gadget off the.
Bro, whip out a Buster, time it up, and block the Genie pull, and you're cooking. Yeah, Melody's smart. Melody's really smart.
To the mid. On the other end, though, Melody is going to be great for kind of traveling throughout this map. You can get one into another in a
Melody can cook. Melody can absolutely cook.
Melody.
Melody.
Tribe for taking this, especially if they can get into the back lines. Somebody like a Max, somebody like a Gene, and not defend themselves. Melody's cooking with a hypercharge or musical notes.
One of the weaknesses of this Gene Max composition, Kenny, is.
I think SK should win. They should win. They have a better top.
SK Kalalas' setup wants to be the one that sort of.
Can they stop calling it SK Lalalas? Can they just say SKC, bro? Like, what's wrong with them? Why do you guys say the full name for?
Tribe might say,
alright, we're in here.
We've got other plans. We're gonna get you range pressure from sharpshooters.
Alright, so the Carl's gonna take the mid lane, the Max on the right, the Genie charging that special on the left with free real estate, Lolo on the left side, Melody in the center, and Zeus on the Mandy on the right side, playing very aggressive with Mandy. Trying to get as almost dead. Zeus is almost dropped. Melody's gonna have to interfere here before he gets dropped. And now they're all perspective to a corner. Bilal's gonna try and get that super. That's the whole name of the game right here. Is get that super. The Max gives him the speed so they can get in and out very fast. And the Carl has plenty of DPS to go around. So I think they're gonna try to time up. Why is it lagging, bro? Nice production value, bro. Nice production value. Multi-billion-dollar company can't afford to have a stream not lag. Nice. Rafiki's gonna get a kill on Lola. Yo, what is this lag, bro? Bro, it's not me. It's the stream too. So it's unfortunate, but it looks like it's always doing what SK does good, bro. What is this cheese, bro? What is this cheese? I'm telling you, there's some sort of conspiracy. Okay, Melody's gonna try to get in. They're gonna have to get out. Nothing to do there. Zeus is just going to
maybe
keep pressuring.
themselves a little bit too.
I don't know what Zeus is doing, to be honest.
Yeah, it's been Luffy going in, RPM going in. They're looking for these off angles.
I'm very confused, but it looks like SK has everything in hand as long as they don't drop here, and Lola's going to get the Carl kill. Now they're going to have to reset. Gene has yet to find his super basically the whole game. Genie went the entire game without his super, not helping his team out at all. That's not what you want out of that draft pick. That's a first-round draft pick. Finally gets his super. They can go for a last-minute kill if they need one. If not, they should just stay out of trouble. Why does Carl go in? Carl goes in and gives them a star. Genie goes for a pull and gets a kill. That's a good save right there. Genie saving the Carl's mistakes. And now they're going to have to just play safe. They're going to have to play passive. They should just get the win here as long as nothing else goes wrong. They're going to get a last-minute kill, but why would the Carl go in there? Rafiki, what are you doing, dude? Rafiki, I'm going to post this into a short and tag you, bro. I know you'll watch it. I know you'll watch it. What was that? What was that, bro? Melody didn't rush. Melody just got pulled by the Genie.
Defense successful for SKC. They didn't give up too many
Melody got
stars.
pulled by
At
the
best,
Genie.
I think there was a 2-star gap between Tribe Gaming.
Now we're going to get into the second round here. Rafiki's going to get that early.
With much of the same. Going to be going for a flying hook early, grabbing that blue
He's going to get that early takedown here. Let's see what happens.
This isn't a composition I think that SKC wants to have anybody go.
Lolo on the right side. Zeus on the left side. Okay, Genie's got to get his super a lot sooner. I know it's kind of like a last minute, he saves the game or whatever. And then Carl's got to not... Rafiki, bro, you're cool. Dude, you're letting your team down right now, I'm not gonna lie. Ducky gets a nice early kill there. Blau's gonna come up off that and try to keep charging his super, keep pinching away the enemy's HP pool. Ducky's gonna continue to hold that right lane there, not letting anybody come up. That Lola has a little bit of range on him, but he can still try to speed in and out. He is faster. He does get his super there. He's going to use it when the Melody forces him to use it getting in. But Genie has a pull here. Genie could use and synchronize this pull with his team here, but his team is low health, so he cannot use it quite yet. They're going to be stuck in the corner. They're going to look for another kill here. Going to get another kill on Lola. Lola drops. Rafiki's going to go in for the finish on Zeus, finally getting a kill there for Rafiki. Luffy's going to go as well, and they're just getting steamrolled. This game is all SKC. I think Zeus got out. Zeus is getting outworked right now. It's a death game right there unless something big happens. Zeus does have his special. He could make work with this. He could set up. He could feed kills for. Oh no, he just missed. Okay. Mac's gonna activate the hypercharge. He's gonna be basically untouchable. Bilal's gonna go for that pull. He's gonna go for that pull. Melody gets a takedown. Melody's gonna go for another takedown on Rafiki here. Needs to get this takedown on Rafiki to even be close to winning. Ducky and Rafiki are the highest bounty on the board right now. And the game's going to be officially out of question for them. They're just going to get some kills for the stat board. But as I said, they spawn back in, they get the invincible shield. There's not enough time to get them low enough HP for that and them to lose. And they're also going to die at that match too. Yeah. Wow. I would say Rafiki, you played horrible right now. I'm sorry, dude. I love you. I watch your YouTube videos every once in a while, but that was horrible, bro. Let the team down a little bit there. But they played overall good. They had a good draft, and they outpositioned Tribe multiple times. Wow.
Carl is just great for getting the blue star and for starting fights. Of course, protected pirouette gives him that extra durability.
Yeah, getting the blue star makes it so the pressure's on Tribe. It's 2-1. They finally drop around.
The wheel, I don't think, but it's a very solid comp. And Tribe, as powerful as their brawlers look,
we might have a 2-2. We might have a 2-2.
So powerful they looked, and in every other match. In the
no, it's heist. Yeah, no. No, we're mine. Tribe takes it. 3-1.
Because their choices are good. But is the draft failing them a little bit here, where their sharpshooters a little too banned out? Was that a great call by our Kalalas?
I think it was, honestly, a little bit of a... I think they do have some really good brawlers that can occupy space, and I think that's something that you pointed out, Uber, during it. Between the max speed, the phase shift, the tail spin, the flying hook, I just named 4 mechanics.
Destroy these walls or leave them.
Allow them to be in a corner at one
Having range is key. These are good tips.
That's a big deal. I think having
these are good tips
on the map changes things up entirely. You know, we kind of had to do something and get creative. That was one of those moments that you mentioned pre-broadcast where you have to get creative sometimes. You prep and prep and prep, but sometimes something weird happens and you just gotta adapt on the fly. And I think that was an example of SKC adapting perfectly.
Yeah, and again, I don't think they came up with a comp that has never been seen before, right? I would have liked to have seen Tribe, respond. As soon as you see the Jing picked, I think you probably know they're trying to draft Max. Like, you don't normally see them separately, right? So
Alright, we have a Melody, Amber, Juju ban, a Gale, Crow, and Eve ban. Okay. Still a lot on the table. You still have your Colt.
Is an interesting one alongside the Crow.
You still have your 8-bit.
Controlling the middle of the map is really important. That's also why Eve is banned away, because she can traverse in and out of mid.
What are they gonna pick? I don't even know.
Colette's
Colette's smart.
You just get on in there. There are other ways of obviously doing that.
Oh, I think they're gonna try to take some tanks then.
This is SK Kalalas, the first pick, Kenny, that doesn't really tip their hand. She's just such a good brawler on this game type in general. The hypercharge is pretty nuts.
I have a feeling we'll see Anita.
Exactly where you want to be, I think, for a first pick. That says nothing about what your
Anita's gonna be in here somewhere.
Agreed, and I'm going to be looking out for Angelo here too, another brawler that can kind
of... Oh,
Angelo's
still on the
table.
Also
a pretty favorable matchup into Colette. I think Colette is worth the risk either way.
I think SK has a tank comp. I think they go tanks.
For those tankier players, something like a Daryl, very popular on this map. Honestly, the matchup in the 8-bit for Colette can sometimes be pretty decent because she can shred through his higher health points. That's something that Colette does very well. But the sharpshooters can outrange.
I think SK could take like a Daryl.
Take with that. It's not a perfect pick, but I think it's well considering the game.
And then somebody else with high HP.
High saves.
They wanted, because Colette's off the board, so you don't have to worry about anybody.
Mid-control, you can set up a damage amplifier. You are going to be pretty terrifying.
We're gonna see like Anita at some point. Gotta be Anita, right?
The safe can nuke it down pretty quickly. So Tribe have, a safe.
Berry, they're going for a heal comp.
And the Berry here makes me feel like they just want to set up shop in mid-map and never let go of that space.
Going for control.
Looking out for wall break options here now.
100%.
I think Brock might get in the equation here. Or Colt, somebody that can kind
of. Oh please,
a little bit.
Please, Colt and Brock.
For high safe damage, they've got the range, and especially with Barry and an 8-bit turret, they're gonna want to get rid of that. Griff seems to be their choice for that. I think.
Okay, I knew a tank was coming. I just didn't know what tank.
Real creative Uber. Sam coming now.
Holy moly. Something like this could win the game. Like this is what I'm talking about. This is the new gen creativity here.
He can throw his knuckle dusters at the wall and be able
That's what I'm talking about. This Sam, Griff, Colette, like no pro team would actually just decide to do this, but SKC is looking outside of the arena there. Yeah, I would have went like Daryl Kit or something. Cornelius.
The Cordelius, though, is very good. A brawler that obviously, we normally associate with.
Dude, I have no idea who's gonna win this now. This is insane.
But on Heist, being able to drag an attacking brawler into the Shadow Realm instead of allowing them to go ham.
No idea. This is insane. I think SK might take another round. I really thought Heist was all Tribe.
So RBM will be on ducky duty for much of this.
It's really whoever gets that early control. Because if Tribe gets early control, they're not letting go of it. Whereas I can see SK losing control.
Simply full stop defense. They're gonna have to rely on 8-bit and Barry.
I think Tribe has.
Because Cordelius doesn't really cut it in that category, but he is phenomenal when it comes to brawlers aggressing towards him, dragging them in the Shadow Realm. He is the ultimate hypercharge eliminator because he simply removes them from the equation. Rafiki already going down the sidelines, working this right.
Okay, Rafiki was trying to get that early play down on the safe, but he could not get over there. Looks like Zeus and 8-bits are gonna be hauled up in their end of the safe. There's gonna be lag here. Colette is probably gonna be looking at playing that mid-left lane, whereas Sam is gonna try to get down that left side and Ducky at the right side. If the lag ever stops, bro.
Now can attack the safe from here, right? She can just walk up mid and pretty comfortably, use that super to get that, guaranteed uncounterable damage down. So very, very powerful setup here. At this point, very uncomfortable as Tribe Gaming.
Nice, bro.
You don't really have like a inherent advantage on the map. Your Cordelius is out in the open, completely outranged by the entirety
W lag,
of the
bro.
opponent's team. Sam, okay, maybe
lag stars.
Sam's gonna be running you down. There's nowhere to hide your berry. The 8-bit also, as durable as he is, feels pretty fragile against brawlers with
Bro, why?
or the ability to close the gap on you. So, SK Kalalas have done an excellent job setting up. I think
Corey's doing a watch party on it.
You can't spectate in game.
Oh, spectate's disabled.
Oh, this is game Gotta be game.
Mechanics are really strong. They've been drafting really well leading
back
up to this
in
event. They're one of the more impressive teams in the region to me in the draft.
Still the first game, right?
Standing of some of these
Think
other
so.
rosters. There's a reason they're the 8th seed. I think coming in this year, they possibly got a bright future ahead of them, but they've got a Titan on the other end.
Alright, this is close. This is 91%, 89%. So right now, Tribe is down on the board. They need something, and they need something sooner than later. Cornelius is going to go and try to get safe damage. Does not get that safe damage. Instead, gets wiped out. And now it's going to be just Luffy and Ducky. Ducky's going to take him down, and all they have to do is defend here, and the Colette Hyper Charge is going to come, and it's going to be deadly. Hits that safe like a truck, 76% remaining. Rafiki's in the Shadow Realm, but he's going to get right on the safe and ready to do damage. No, he's going to pull back, actually. He's going to go and wait to get his super. Gets his super, and then he's going to go back in, but it fails him. Perhaps he should have stayed on the safe to get that damage. Luffy's just going to get wiped here. It looks like SKC is going to take it. Yeah, absolutely. Insane showing from SKC.
They have done more than enough to sneak this round away.
KCP plays.
One game away from taking us to a 5th and final set. Give me a little bit of a flashback to yesterday where Loud were the clear team that we felt like was going to win, but you just never know in Brawl Esports. Credit to these young gentlemen on the other end. SKC doing really good work right now. I think Tribe Gaming clearly got a match on their hands, and they're going to have to really persevere here.
Yeah, Tribe Gaming is going to have to come up to the plate here. These are not, like, they might be amateurs, but they play at a pro level. Alright, they might not have all the resources that these pro teams have, but they still be grinding every day. They're still very talented. They still do their thing, and they're still very passionate. So far, Ducky's probably going to go down on the right side here as Sam's going to try and get a takedown and trade that out. The Sam's unable to do it, gets taken down here. Cornelius is going to have free range in the middle, probably just going to hold down the fort. Colette's going to get a free 10% damage off on the save. Cornelius is in enemy territory here. As there's more lag, bro. What? What is this lag?
Well,
bro, what is
have Tribe looking to try and take control of the middle part of the map there, and they really need to be immovable from this area. RBM going deep helps, I think, with that. That means Rafiki and Bilal have to double back to defend here, but, I mean, Zeus is probably pretty scared of that set. They're trying to, like, swap lanes.
Yeah, Rafiki's really just meant to, like, shake up the situation here. Cornelius is just going to take him out. Colette is really just trying to hold that middle position, do what she can to get her super, her hyper, and then work in to hit their safe. As Sam is just going to come back in. He's going to pressure that right side even more so. He's taking that one-on-one with Cornelius again, but he's just going to go right down the safe. They're not going to do anything. Zeus has a hyper on the safe as well as Luffy, full range in it. Ducky just alone here. Bilal, oh my gosh, yeah, no, this is all Tribe. This is literally all Tribe right now. I don't know when KCP plays. Unreal. I think SKC is probably, this is it for them this round. I'd be very surprised if they come back from this. They're going to get a wipe here, and they're going to stay in it. So they're going to try and get that damage. I mean, that Hyper Colette is going to start to even the terrain, but they're not going to be down for long, as they're going to have to back off and recover here. There's not a whole lot they can do. They gotta keep their composure and wait for the last few seconds, those last chances to get that. Griff hits a double super. Bilal's gonna be back up. If he can hit another super, he can do enough damage to this safe. He can stay alive. Sam's gonna do one last push here at some point, and that push will probably decide the game, as they're all just gonna play control right by their safe. They're playing defense here. They have 18 seconds. Sam seems confident that he's going to be able to do something here. He's going to go in. He's going to try and push. I'm watching that Sam. That Sam will decide the game here. They're going to have to do their last push, and they're going to have to do it soon. They can't just pick it off one by one. They're going to have to go, and they're going to have to go now. It looks like it's all going to come down to how much damage Sam can do, but Zeus is going to get in and do plenty of damage to close it off.
We've got an even set.
Right now for Tribe Gaming as well, the #1 seed in North America.
This is match point
to close out here. There's certainly been a ruckus so far, though. SKC giving themselves every opportunity possible. Truthfully, outside of that first set's draft, I mean, even then, they were still making sets 3 games.
This is it. This is the match. This is the final match of the entire series. If Tribe Gaming comes up with it here, they can put away a scary SKC roster and dominate as the #1 once again, bro. So far, it's not looking too good for SKC, but they still have plenty of potential. Gets another wall open up here. They're going to see what they can do with it.
Fully opened.
But they've chosen to open this mid game time and time again, and they've chosen that it's going to work for them. Colette's going to go super in the middle, get her super back, and take down an opponent. Cornelius is going to take Sam into the Shadow Realm. Sam's going to use it to try and get further down to the safe, but it's going to drop, and now the Cornelius is right next to the Griff and the Colette. The Colette and the Griff are going to have to kill him, and now the 8-bit's going to take down the Griff. Colette's going to have to put that damage onto Barry, but Barry's just going to heal that damage right back up. And Sam's going to go right for that 8-bit. Slow, can't do anything. Barry's going to go in to heal him. Colette's going to super as well. Barry's going to get out, heal. Plenty of heals by Barry. Barry's doing a great job here. RBM's going to keep playing that middle control. He's going to keep targeting that Sam. He's focusing the Sam. He's just taking him out of the game with that Cornelius special. This was their game plan for the draft going forward. And now Ducky's going to be able to try and take this kill off Cornelius here. Doesn't quite get the kill off Cornelius, leaving him up and dangerous in spawn. They're going to do some damage here on the safe. Both safes are taking damage now, as the Colette was getting free damage off as well on the other end. They're trying to even it out. Cornelius is going to be in the middle here. Barry's going to take out the Colette, and they're going to be reset back. They have a minute left, but their safe probably has a lot less longer. Their safe is just taking constant damage, and it's going to be game, bro. Like, oh, man.
There's not much that can be done as Tribe Gaming.
Tribe sets it away 3-1.
Load their damage.
Beautifully played by Tribe Gaming.
I would still say very contested, though. Very contested.
They can breathe just a little bit, but credit to SKC. I think this is a team that shows great promise. I was impressed with what we saw in their debut for this season here today, and it's somebody I'll certainly be keeping my eye on for future months.
Have a look at here's our count back at the end of the game. Ducky did a heck of a lot, but here is the problem. As good as Rafiki and Bilal have been, and they've had plenty of safe damage to offer, they are getting dragged into fights. They are being forced
6 minutes to our next match.
With RBM, with Zeus even to some degree. RBM is saying to Rafiki, no, you're fighting me. You're not attacking a safe. Look at me. I'm the captain now. Takes him into the Shadow Realm, beats him up.
Wow, why are these commentators so cringy, bro? They're like appealing to kids, I swear. Bro said I'm the captain now. Yo, relax. Alright,
To shut down certain brawlers that want to all in, but it worked beautifully.
What is it? It's SSG versus Pioneers.
He can also turn up when he needs to.
Little side-by-side comparison of RBM and Rafiki. I believe the Barry was with Tribe, though, so it's going to be 13 kills for RBM. And look, I think if he didn't play that set very well, I think that would have gone south for Tribe Gaming. I think if RBM is not able to hold Sam, not able to convert as many kills...
Pretty sure it's just you in chat, Sean, but who do you think is going to win, SSG or Pioneers?
That's a huge game changer, especially for a brawler that can't do high safe damage. If he's failing, I think the team's failing.
Who do you think is going to win?
Yeah, there were a couple times even SK Kalala's miniature slipped.
Pioneers? Oh, man.
In Heist. And tell me a little bit about what that means as far as their communication as a player that our teams are going to have to keep an eye on for in these matchups. A little bit tricky, a little bit sneaky.
Yes, sir.
To his map awareness.
Yeah, I mean, one thing you've got to bear in mind, when you're in the Shadow Realm...
Might as well, bro. Might as well pull it.
You can't see where people are in the overworld at that time. So your teammates kind of need to give you an idea of if there's anyone that's going to be around you when you set up. You kind of want to know that in advance so you don't just get blindsided by it, because people in the overworld can see where you are. So that's really important. To some degree, in pubs you have to guess, which is really hard. But RBM emerging after getting rid of Rafiki, who was on the sand, right? And then I think turning around and getting rid of the Griff.
Yeah, they did a lot there.
And then going after the safe. That's basically where this game gets broken open, where SK Kalalas can no longer defend, and then the 8-bit comes forward with a damage booster, extra credits, big damage on the safe, and it went from 50 odd to 0 in seconds. That's all it takes with this comp. Once the dam bursts, it's over.
Yeah, we're taking a look
SK
at
drops here.
3-1
Pioneers and Space Station up
Tribe
next.
Gaming moving on to the semifinals in the bracket.
The fact that even though they switched rosters, there's still a rivalry between SSG and versus KCP. Yeah.
In that quarterfinal match, looking forward to seeing more from SKC throughout.
Yeah, I feel that. I feel that. Definitely is. That semifinal is gonna be crazy.
Of course, they've brought us some great games already. Uber had a chance to reflect on that, but Kenny, anything you wanted to add?
No, I mean, this is kind of what we expected. I do think this upcoming match, though, will be much tighter. Every time these two teams play, obviously monthly qualifiers going one way. Pioneers win that 3-0, which ultimately that's why I'm going to pick them, but it always feels like a 3-2. This is always something special. It's a rivalry that's gone down for years. This is one that is a must tune in for the weekend.
Absolutely, and we'll do that right after these replays from our last match. See you on the other side.
Oh, you mean the replays of like the matches we didn't get to watch half the time? Ugh. See, I'm surprised the usuals aren't in chat right now, to be honest. Must have just been bad timing. Done. Alright, I'm gonna probably use the restroom real quick.
Ooh, this was the last South America monthly final where I do remember what happened. I think like a gene pull happened or like a Brock. I think Brock popped off or something. Semantic got a hypercharge. 2024 World Finals got like a hypercharge to win the game. Or they were already winning. Wait. Yeah, I just think he got a hypercharge to win the game, I think. I mean, just Kit right there doing Kit things. You either pop off or you do very bad. For Juan Carlos, it wasn't too pretty.
Welcome back, Brawl Stars fans. We're getting back into the Brawl Stars Monthly Championship Finals. This is the North American region. This is Pioneers versus Space Station Gaming in our next quarterfinal. And this is good to have you back. Ark, welcome. How are you doing? Did you enjoy watching that first match from the spectator seats?
This is Ark. Yes, indeed. It was quite a banger, actually. I thought that it might have been a bit more one-sided than it actually was in the end. So, curious to see how things compare later on in this bracket.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It was a great break. Sit down! Oh, we have somebody else who voted? Oh, Jeff's here. What's up, Jeff? What's up, bro?
Such a treat to see these players
What's up, Jeff? How you doing?
against each other. But again, as Uber was saying coming to the show, massive shift-ups in these rosters. It's quite the
Did you see that Brawl Stars dev team made a profile pic of the kit 011? No, I didn't, but that's hilarious.
But I like that Ark is using the term sort of go
That's hilarious.
time because these are teams that had to fight.
Wait, Jeff, why does it say you said L fatty?
In order to make it.
How many times I gotta go over? I'm not fat, bro.
Neither of them were
I'm like below. I'm like below average, like fat, whatever it's called, percentage, bro.
Tribe, which was the Pioneers
like
roster,
what?
were expected to again represent their region and fell pretty horrendously
like
short.
what, bro?
In their matches, they did not get there after losing the totem. So these guys.
How many times am I gonna go over it, bro?
Make it as simple as I possibly can. Both of these.
Sure you aren't, bro. What are you talking about?
Because they were the kings of old.
Yeah.
Many of them in this region, and now they've been eclipsed by up and coming talent.
Well, anyways, welcome, bro.
He's not washed. He's not a boomer. His glory days are not behind him.
Jeff, I'll DM you a picture of my six-pack, bro.
They need once again to reach for.
Actually, no, I won't, because that's just weird.
Occupied.
I won't lie, that's just weird.
The LCQ went to the double match point, remember, as well. It was literally one game in which it was all that was going to be needed for Tribe to go to the World Finals. As such, that loss meant that they were not in the World Finals for the first time since Brawls existed. They were in the 2019 World Finals, and everyone from
what I meant, Jeff. I'm not actually going to do that.
Not able to do it, and they
not actually going to do that.
A great start. A monthly finals win in March, and it just dwindled down towards the end. And Reply Totem got a 2-0 lead as well in that LCQ match, and then Tribe brought it back. And I thought Eslivy was the
Melody is my mommy. Bro, dude, what?
It wasn't enough, and it was a big, huge upset for 2024. Not seeing Tribe at the World Finals.
Well, let's see if Space Station Gaming is the team to bring it to Pioneers and their roster today. We've got Bobby, Chino, and Sans.
Where his Discord DMs are wild right now.
2019 back on Space Station Gaming, but tell us a little bit more about this roster.
Oh, look at this! Look at this!
Well, that is a long way around there, Uber.
We don't talk.
Oh, Bobby started in SSG. I didn't know that.
Situation because there was.
I'm a Bobby super fan.
But Bobby obviously is a player who's been around for a long time. Last year,
wow,
They were so,
Yo, chat,
so
the
close
meme
to making it to
section in the
LCQ.
server.
That STMN esports
But I feel like I don't
they're
want
just
to,
losing
but I
out to
can.
LA Pioneers on a regular basis. They were not good enough to be considered a top 3 team, top 4 team, even in NA. They did have a chance though, and they fell short. Even with they had to win. I think they had to win the July monthly finals last year, and they lost in the grand final. Heartbreak for them. Chino's been brought over from a Luminosity team that has consistently
Wait, I'm checking the meme section.
show what they're capable of, you know, at the world stage. So Chino's looking
Oh,
for
there's the
He's
player
looking for a
icon.
team that can help him go all the way. But
Wow.
Sands duo have been together for the longest time. They're
No
great
way.
players. Sands is the kind of guy who you get him onto the stage, he will pop off. Bobby as well.
Sands
you know,
is
at the start of every
he
season,
fried him.
we get a nice tweet.
Oh
from
wait, the
Bobby.
giveaway was
He's
been
very
drawn?
motivated, very poetic. You know, he takes his stuff very seriously. Very passionate.
I think we have to redo a redraw. I don't think this guy has
should
invites.
be fighting for these accolades. They should be fighting for top spot in this region, even if last year they didn't really come close.
Yeah, and as understated, Bobby and Sans, long history on the same side versus Chino. So
Yo, I have to expose his invites now, and I feel horrible.
Yeah, it's an interesting.
Because if he doesn't have the invites,
when
he's
you go back
good.
to, you know, sort of 2023 and
Oh, he
you
does
see
have
how
the
often they run
invites.
into each other, I think it makes a lot of sense for, you know, for
He
Bobby
does
Sands
have
to
the
pick up
invites, bro.
an opposition
W.
that was really giving them a tough time. I mean, that's how you kind of enhance
Okay.
your team. But it was
His
the case
legends.
for
He's got 3
qualifications, to be
invites.
completely honest, for Space Station Gaming. I mean, I was expecting
I
to
have to
see
double
a
check
bit
the.
more
I
convincing
have to
one
double
for
check
me.
YouTube.
So I've got some reservations for that regard. We were talking about predictions earlier on, and you know, for me,
Let me
that's
double
kind of
check
what it came
the. Let
down
me
to.
double check it.
Pioneers made that look very straightforward in the qualifiers.
Gotta go to
Give
YouTube.
Space
I
Station
know you didn't
a
win,
3-0
bro.
sweep.
That's
No
unfortunate.
sets gained by Space Station. I think just the one game in that third set that turned out to be the final set, and obviously that meant the Pioneers came.
I gotta go and check my YouTube to see if
today, they've got a lot to prove.
see if this guy's been active on the YouTube.
Pioneers game, Rachel, but you know, I hope
Because the rule was you had to sub and comment on something, so we'll see if he did that.
Good. That's what I've heard. I've heard good things about them over this last week, but no surprise.
And then I'll officially announce it.
Favoring Kansas City Pioneers. We're up to a bit of a crowd.
Kansas City Pioneers.
Kick off our series. It is a bounty map, of course, that is characterized by that strip of water that runs straight down the middle. So Ark, so many of those brawlers who can literally walk.
It would have been the scrim video, right?
Will be prioritized.
That's when everybody started commenting, probably.
I think Tyrant needs to prioritize the camera angle, mate, to be honest. Very interesting approach there.
He just wants to look like he's brooding over Gotham City or something. I don't know what the
I also don't know his exact name, though.
And Canal Grande then bans, looking decent so far for me. The Andrew and the
Let me just DM him what his YouTube is.
And the Juju, pretty much the top 3 bans he can realistically have on this particular map. On the side of Pioneers, banning out the Brock, the Lou, and the Grey, and obviously coin toss from their side. So
Actually, wait, I don't need to yet. Let me look at the bracket real quick. Yeah, there was a giveaway, Jeff, in the Discord that you're in, by the way, as like a moderator. You just don't do anything.
The legs, of course, doing a
So.
lot of work in those leg stages, especially in that mid area. This map for me is all about fighting for that mid. The Juju ban there, you know, throwers are definitely a consideration. I think Sprout's more of a later pick idea, but for me, Larry and Laurie certainly can be used in a bit more of a
Yes, bro, that's what I just said. You're in it, bro.
But Barley as well, I think the additional heals that brings as a brawler can.
Trying to look at the. I gotta go to the creator class channels and see where Legends put his.
Again, Larry and Laurie.
I never put it, bro. I don't know who this kid is, though.
You know, or a brawler with that long range pretty quickly, right? That's the scary part. I've even seen Sprout played on this map. In fact, Ed Livy used to do it all the time. So, in a Space Station
He
here,
apparently has 500 subs, but his YouTube isn't connected to his.
Outranges a lot of our brawlers. Obviously, very.
Was there that French guy? It might be the French guy.
Though, want to take the Carl. They still want to, you know, like we saw in that previous game, have the option to take the fight to Pioneers should it be required.
Oh, it's French, bro.
Oh, now's the time. You know, I was kind of not really sure about it myself, but compared with the
No
Carl,
way.
it's a bit safer. I think not the worst of places to draft Barley, but interesting to go towards that and not.
No way out of all the guys this guy won.
Space Station Gaming, those
Bro.
heals really are what you have to have in order to have a controlling.
Yeah, no, he's good. I'm pretty sure he's good.
Early doors is not the worst of strategies because.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro.
Early you can obtain that high ground, so to speak. Oh no,
it's not rigged, bro.
Happen, wasn't it? It was gonna happen at some point here today. In the
I remember this guy. He's being super nice about my.
In the hands, of course, of Juan Carlos, who made it so infamous in the 2024 World Finals.
No, mentioning his name, Ark, might be a bridge too far. You know what I mean? He's not on this team anymore. Do you know what I mean? Like, we've got to let him live it down.
Bro, it's coming into the game pretty soon as a PFP, so I think that the game team themselves won't let him live it down. Daryl going to come in, an interesting idea as well for Pioneers, certainly. You know, timing that super
I'm doing a
quick on the
Discord
map,
Nitro
that
giveaway.
channel
Oh yeah, I
can
forgot
really
Sean's
enhance
doing
the
a
range
giveaway
in which
too.
Daryl's able to close
Daryl
very
Kit
similar to Carl
RT, bro.
in that
Yeah,
regard.
they
But Carl's going to be
won.
going for that first blue mid
They
star,
won, bro.
immediately with a flying hook off the bat. But certainly Daryl's
They
a decent
won.
shout to have, and combined with the kit too, can be really difficult to take down. Nita, the Bruce Bear, the stun, I think is what they're kind of thinking then on the side of Space Station Gaming is a bit of a countermeasure for it. But certainly the Daryl and the kit combined is probably an instance where I actually don't mind it here for Pioneers. That additional slow with the tar barrel of Daryl can really make you very susceptible to being just eradicated so quickly. So I think Space Station Gaming needs to keep their wits about them against this comp.
Yeah, I think having a stun that can stop the Daryl in his tracks is so important for this composition. And obviously, that is something you have limited access to, but only if Bruce is on the field. Again, I mean, getting a stun on Daryl means you're stunning two brawlers for the price
Yo,
of one.
Malik, join my test server so I can show you the Nitro thing.
Straight down the mid, of course, is, you know, without those legs, they can traverse these areas.
Bro, I will later.
And obviously, it's going to be very, very hard to attack their legs as another way of dealing with the RT. So very reasonable.
When is your giveaway like finished?
Sort of used in this particular fashion.
Is it for like today or is it something else?
And Sands really won't get any damage unless
Ends in 17 hours. Oh, so it ends tomorrow.
And here's the barrel roll to follow it up. I love it. It's less about the defensive use of kit and more about using them to lock someone out of the game. But after that trade arc, Space Station lead with the blue starter boot.
Ooh, it's lagging again, bro.
Those moments of very quick turnaround towards the end game. Of course, just waiting for the gameplay to catch up with itself just a little bit here. Dan's got super as well. It'll be quite key to really have something of a deterrent for Fade. If he wants to roll in, then that Bruce Bear slaps straight on the ground, and stun will be quite a good way to try to make you more susceptible to being taken care of by your teammates. Certainly, of course, sounds they're not looking too happy with how things are going at the moment. Very close game though, all tied up in terms of the stars for the most part, until we can kind of catch up with the scoreline. But again, so much history behind these two teams. In that regard, they know very much about how each other like to play and when to really come together to try to have the best opportunity to come out on top here.
I mean, absolutely. I like the kit response here to the Carl. It means like one thing, Carl is weakest when he's getting dove on, because if he's not supering, he doesn't have that damage reduction from
Bro.
He doesn't have that extra damage in the AoE around him. So if you hit super the Carl and then roll in with the Daryl, it's very, very powerful. Space Station, though, sort of despite this, have been able to stave off Pioneers for the most part now, and they have a bit of a lead. It is a gigantic hyper bear on the battlefield. That is terrifying. Bruce
Bro did not just scam my whole Discord server.
Tyrant, so nothing to write home about. It's going to be a healing tonic thrown down here by Bobby.
Yo, Sean.
Alive, and everyone is grouped up with that AoE damage. Nice looks here.
Bro, you just read the disclaimer, bro. What?
They got the answer.
Oh
I couldn't
my
help but
god,
chuckle
bro.
there when Fade came in the middle of the map, the final seconds, straight through the mid-channel. But too low to really help much towards those final seconds. I was wondering whether the kit may jump on him to try to bring him back to life a little bit, but the timing was really against them in that regard. Space Station Gaming then taking the first game, but a pretty close one in all fairness.
Yeah.
Aren't already dropping their legs immediately just to try to get into the mid. Blue Star over to Space Station Gaming. Are we going super aggressive into Fade? And I don't see why not. Fade's too low, can't really do much about it as the top side of the map. Tyrant really going overly aggressive here.
Yeah, this might cost him. A flying hook used
Bruh.
by the Carl towards the top of the map here. Tyrant, though, actually supers on out. But now he's going to have to come back as normal RT, so he doesn't have that close
Jesus.
to damage you through those walls. They now have to, play.
We better just hope no one remembers about it.
But Space Station have a blue star lead now. We have the poke element of Pioneer's composition, and that modality that RT offers is coming in handy as Tyrant wants to shove them into the back of the map, and it has to be a last call used to get.
Yeah, 21 people enter it, bro.
More healing tonic from Bobby. Dan's there as well to hand. There's the jump from Zulan. It doesn't connect, but for how long? Sam's going to be exposed here. Bruce Bear for the save. And it's going to Space Station stay firm there, and I thought there was going to be a trade in all honesty.
Yeah, me too. Zulan just didn't get the follow-up he needed as quickly as it was required, and that really hurts. That puts Pioneers even further behind in this game. Fade, of course, has a hypercharge ready. Zulan is going to do the exact same thing, by the way. They're going to... Oh, okay. Instead of running it back now,
Yeah, I guess you can. You can just delete it, but make sure you actually cancel it because it will notify a winner.
Holding on to that super. Does pop the hyper. Zula wants to get close, and here we go. Now, is there enough healing available? I don't know. Space Station still maintain a lead as Chino limps away, and reinforcements have arrived.
That was looking so gnarly. But Space Station Gaming
We'll
holding
see what happens.
a 3-star lead, but this is going to be a big push coming in. The Pioneers, huge splash there from Bobby, the hypercharge coming in. Now the Kit Darrow connection, the roll in, Sands exposed. They choose to go for Bobby and Chino. Chino dashes away, and Space Station hold it strong and gain the set.
Bro, what? Sal, how'd you mess up the stream, bro? That was our highest streak.
Sands, Chino, and Bobby getting off to the perfect start in their 2025 campaign. Being able to take Canal Grande, which is a treacherous map even for the most experienced of teams. They've got a little bit of everything. They protect, they attack, and when it's time to get in there, they give them a smack. I like the fact that they can fall back, play defensively around the bear stun, plus Bobby healing tonic. But if they want to try and fight, they want to go aggressive, they get in there with the Carl, they get in there with the Nita, and they get the job done.
Yeah, solid stuff, really, for me. I think the Space Station Gaming did a really good job there, just kind of holding firm, especially with Bobby on the throw pick on a map like this. I mean, Barley's very good, but it is still a support brawler, let's be honest. I mean, against the Kit, against the Daryl, that was a brawler that I had my eye on as being very susceptible to this comp. And for that reason, you might consider bringing the Sticky Syrup Mixer as a gadget as opposed to the Healing Tonic, just to have a bit of a defensive deterrent. But relying on his teammates, they do so well to get the job done when those moments come in. I mean, look at this, what a flank from Fade there to come straight behind this. And I mean, really is all credit to Space Station Gaming here to hold as firm as they did. I mean, if Chino went down there though, that would have been the difference maker for me, and that's why I have my heart in my mouth. Such a good play that just wasn't quite rewarded.
I enjoyed that thoroughly though, really competitive.
Damn, I really want to watch the Havoc one.
Pioneers had the right idea.
Oh, I'm just tired. I got my homework to do. I might have to end it soon.
Well, the ability of Space Station to kind of pivot in real time to call that out. Which player is their in-game leader? Who would you attribute that to? Or do they kind of have a group communication going on Space Station?
I think for me it's kind of Bobby. I mean, 31 monthly finals, 8 of which he's won, so far. I mean, that's more than both his teammates combined. On the other side of the field, though, I've got to say for Pioneers, I mean, that is.
All right, boys. I'm gonna be ending the stream because I got homework to do, and basically only Sean and I guess Jeff was watching. So we're gonna end it. I'm probably just gonna watch like quietly in the background, like while I'm doing my homework or whatever. But I won't have like the energy to stream it or whatever. So we're gonna get going here. Be sure to like and sub, and I'll leave the live stream up for like on my channel. Go watch the replay. I'll probably pick a shorts out where I kind of commentated there for a little bit. It was pretty funny. Yeah, we'll just hopefully dodge the bullet with the nitro thing. Don't worry about it too much. As long as no one makes a big deal about it, it'll be fine. Because we can just say like, oh, we canceled it, or whatever. It wasn't like it was a big promise, like they had to do stuff or anything. Alright, so we're going to end it here. It looks like SSG probably going to beat Pioneers here, would be my guess. They're already starting out with a Colette and a Berry. Alright, so I'll see you guys in a little bit, or whenever I do. Take care.